Everybody loves the things you do, from the way you talk to the way you move. Everybody here is watching you, 'cause you feel like home. You're like a dream come true. But if by chance you're here alone, can I have a moment before I go?
Dear colleagues, dear PhD students, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to open the session of the Board of Examiners appointed by the Faculty of Economics and Business of the KU Leuven in order to evaluate the doctoral dissertation of Wang. As Wang successfully followed the doctoral program and satisfies all doctoral requirements as prescribed by the rules of the Faculty of Economics and Business, he is allowed to hold the public defense of his dissertation entitled Operating Room Planning and Schedule Under Uncertainty, Modeling, Analysis and Optimization. The supervisor is Professor Erik de Meulemeester, and the committee members are Professor Frank Rademakers and Professor Jeroen Belien, both of the KU Leuven. And the external committee members are Professor Erwin Hans from the University of Twente and Professor Aida Jebali of Schema Business School. May I first ask the doctoral candidate to give a short overview of his research and his main findings within a maximum of 20 minutes.
Okay, thanks. And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my public defense. Today, I'm going to give you an overview of my PhD dissertation. So as for the outline, first, we know that efficient access to surgery is important for the patient's safety and for the patient's health. It's important to have an efficient OR planning and scheduling, but this is also quite challenging because of some reasons. The presence of uncertainties and unpredictabilities inherent to the surgical process will further complicate OR planning and scheduling. And to improve such a situation, we propose the partitioning practice. Specifically, we try to separate the more predictable inpatient surgeries from less predictable inpatient surgeries and from emergency surgeries. This research is actually inspired by the practice in our university hospital. Emergency surgeries are mainly planned to be served in the LPS, less predictable ORs. The overflow can happen if an earlier surgical day can be found in the other group, like 1 week earlier. Moreover, in the hospital, a 2-week cyclic master surgery schedule is used, which assigns each discipline to each specific OR, like we have 22 ORs. There is also a slight increase in the overtime, like what this figure shows. Each row represents an OR schedule. So to model the surgery scheduling based on the simplified OR model, we use micro decision process and linear programming. So that's what I want to share with you. If you have any questions, I would be very happy to answer.
Thank you for the nice presentation. The second part of the session is devoted to questions by the members of the examination board.
First of all, thank you, Ian, for this nice and clear presentation and for your great work.
Dear candidate, I would also like to congratulate you with this excellent thesis and really nice work that you did. I enjoyed your presentation. I enjoyed your previous presentation at the conferences and the talks that we had about your about your work. And now, of course, we need to continue those talks a little bit. I have a few questions for you.
Thank you very much for your presentation and work. I always enjoy talking about it.
Dear Ian, first of all, congratulations. I really enjoyed reading your work, interacting with you on the previous seminars, and I have to say your research really inspired me, so thank you for that.
Your problem or not your responsibility, but we were unable to obtain the data from the hospital because it took a long time to obtain, and we hope that we can get it in the future. But now let's assume that you had the data. So let's assume that you obtained data. You know, based on the research of Carla and Michael, what kind of data you might expect.
We use some dedicated awards, and we also use some elective awards for the emergency patients.
To award Mr. Lee and Wang the degree of Doctor in Business Economics of KU Leuven. By obtaining the doctoral degree, you commit yourself as a doctor. As a proof of this decision, may I ask the supervisor to hand over the official diploma.
During all 4 years of his PhD, he has spent many hours on his research, and even when he was stuck on one particular topic, he was already working on a different topic, like for instance literature review he did on simulation optimization, which is not included in the PhD here, but which is already published or accepted in the journal IISE Transactions. Second, which I liked a lot also from him, is the fact that whenever I corrected some error in his text, and I could explain the applicable rule, then he virtually never made the same rule again. So I would hope for every promoter to have this kind of behavior, because it surely helps in correcting text. Okay? And also when I had provided him feedback on how to, for instance, represent computational results, he just took it at heart, and then whenever he had to present new computational results, he improved upon this. Okay? Third, whenever he did not fully agree with something I said during one of our many meetings, he dared to tell me in a polite way, and at first he did not dare, but later on he dared to tell me in a polite way that I was overlooking something, and then I knew he had already thoroughly thought through about the problem, and that he was going to explain some new insights concerning this topic. So in this way, I learned quite a number of things, new insights from him. Dr. Yen. Today we are celebrating the completion of literally over 4 years of scientific research, which culminated in this nice book that we have here in front of us. Dr. Lien, many congratulations for your achievements in the last 4 years. Congratulations.
Just like a movie, just like a song.
You need to get us Spotify.
Congratulations from today on become a Dr. Wang, sorry. As a tradition, we group prepare this gift to express our best wishes. I'm very happy to represent our thoughts to give you the gift. Hope you like it.
I want to say especially for this theory, a little notebook, because I'm greedy, so I want to each colleague to write as many words as they want on this, so I prepared with the Leuven landmark. Hope you like it.
Yeah, for sure I will like that. I can open the case.
So I think you should start from the most
Backpack is very fancy. Favorite backpack, yeah.
It's a fake one. We also bought some souvenirs to remind you of the good days in Leuven. Hope you like it.
I like it, although I just got one. But
Yeah.
Some pictures. Some pictures.